Why hello my little weirdos and wackadoos. I'm Jay, and today we're gonna be playing my personal favorite game, Cult of the Lamb. I'm going to try to make up unique voices in this playthrough for each character. We'll see how it goes. I just thought it would be fun because I do like all the characters in this story. Praise be the Lamb, conduit to great power, promised liberator of the one who waits below. Yet sacrificial beast, take heed, for a crown cannot sit upon two brows. Let's see how long it takes for me to forget each voice I do for every character. I promise you it won't take long. One last thing before we start. I am not good at gaming, so even though I have so many hours in this game, expect me to die many times. So if you don't like watching people be bad at a game, maybe this isn't the playthrough for you. If you don't care, thank you very much. Feel free to stick around, like, and subscribe. I will also be playing through Woolhaven once I get through the main game, so if you want to see that too, feel free. Super excited. I've already played it, but I'm excited to do it again. Before us stands the last of its kind. All others have been hunted down and put to the blade. With this final sacrifice, the prophecy will be impossible to fulfill. The heretic who lies bound below will be condemned to eternal captivity, and the old faith shall be preserved. I really skipped through those speech bubbles fast. I should have held on to them longer when playing through. I forgot that I was gonna voice act. I'll remember that for next video, sorry. Come closer, fear not, for though you are already dead, I still have need of you. Those foolish bishops thought they could keep you from me in death, but instead they sent you straight to me. I will give you life again, but at a price. All I ask is for you to start a cult in my name. Do we have a deal? Wise choice. Take the red crown which I once wore. With it you shall command loyalty of followers and strike fear into the hearts of our enemies. Return to the land of the living. Start a cult in my name and begin recruiting followers. Once you have done so, you will see me again. Now go. Yeah, I was really wrong with the timing of how long it would take to say those lines. I don't know why I had such confidence in myself. But now you guys can see my terrible gameplay because I am not the best at this. I also just sort of get flustered and sort of camera shy when recording, which is something I'm trying to grow past. So that's, maybe part of the reason why I do so bad. Because I can get through certain dungeons and stuff without getting hit, and even some bosses. It's just, for some reason when I go to record, it's like my gameplay instantly turns horrible. Fear not, I am Rutao. I was once a chosen vessel like you, but those days are lost to the winds. I was sent to guide you. We are deep in the lands of old faith and grave danger. My instructions are to lead you to safety. Continue through the woods. Escape lies ahead. I will be close by. I don't know if it's only me, but I've always seen Ratal as British, but I can't do a British accent, so that's as close as you're getting. Yeah. I really enjoy this game because it's like one of the only games I know of where I can see all the enemies around me, even if, you know, things sort of get complicated on the screen. With like first-person games or even like third-person games, a lot of the time it'll be like you can't see every enemy, and I enjoy having that security of seeing all the enemies. It's just something I personally like. But that's just a me thing. I do want to play other games in the future, like The Last of Us and the Resident Evil series. But, you know, that'll be when I get a computer, probably. I also just very much like the graphics of this game. I am very much someone who likes the combination of creepy and cute, and this game has plenty of that. We have nearly reached safety, but look ahead, another poor soul about to be sacrificed. Rescue them, and they would have no choice but to join your new cult. I'm not even gonna voice over the minions because that text just went by way too fast. I'll do it for the next one, probably. Something like that, sorry. I will remember that for next time. I was just so anxious to get into the game. I was so happy. We have reached safety. You have done well. The red crown will allow you to use those markings on the ground to transport yourself great distances. It will take you to a temple that has fallen to ruin. There you will be able to begin your new cult. I will meet you there. So yeah, that's the first dungeon out of many. Since this is just a tutorial, it's an easy one. I didn't have any health or anything, but still fun and exciting. If you guys want to name a follower or two or multiple, feel free to leave comments for name suggestions. I like to name my followers just because it's easier to tell them apart from spies when I, have unique names for each one. But also, I'm gonna be honest, it's very hard to come up with names for hundreds and hundreds of followers. So feel free to comment below suggestions, just as long as they follow YouTube's TOS. This hallowed ground which once was mine is now yours. This crumbling ruin is to be the site of your new cult. We have much to do. We begin by indoctrinating this poor soul into the warm embrace of your cult. Followers gather resources for you. Order this one to collect lumber or stone. Yeah, so I do have a couple of the DLC packs. I got my mom to get them for me for my birthday when I first got this game. I do want to get the other DLCs I don't have eventually, though. I decided to go with a cat for my first follower, a pink one. I very much enjoy the cat follower. It's very, very cute. And I believe I just called it Kitty, if I remember right. Yeah, Kitty. By your hand, our cult will grow powerful, but your followers cannot live on prayer alone. They must eat, gather the necessary resources, and build a cooking fire. It will allow you to prepare meals for your followers. So yeah, this is the beginning of our cult. Just an FYI, since we're just starting, I probably won't have firm placements for anything like the temple, the fire pit, or whatever. Everything will move around a lot once I get decorations and stuff, because I like to decorate around my necessary objects and stuff, necessary buildings. So as the cult grows and as I get more stuff, I will be moving stuff around and decorating more and more, so nothing is permanent until I have properly decorated, probably. We'll see. We'll see. Now we must build a shrine, but first we need more followers and more gold, both of which can be found when crusading through the lands of the old faith. Our mutual benefactor, the one who waits, has been trapped by 4 bishops of the old faith. Each of them guards a chain that binds him to the realm beyond. We have conjured openings to their realms. It is your task to track them down and slay them so that he may be freed. Go now. There you shall find gold and willing recruits, and for those not willing, convert them by force. I feel like I'm giving Ratal like 5 different voices on accident through one playthrough, but it's fine. Like I said, I'm probably gonna forget instantly. I just think it's fun to do little voices. Yeah, so before I leave, I'm just gonna gather up a couple more berries so I can, feed my follower, my singular follower, before I go. I don't know if it's necessary. I don't know if they can die during the tutorial phase, but, better safe than sorry, I suppose. I'll do a bit of commentary here and there when necessary, but for the most part, now that we've gotten through the biggest chunk of text and I've gotten a lot of my thoughts out, we're going to enjoy the noises of the Let's Play. Plus, I'm sure you're probably getting sick of my voice at this point. Enjoy. Into Leshy's realm we go. honestly one of my favorite, realms. I love Leshy so much. He is so fun. Definitely one of my favorite enemies overall, or bosses, I guess. Entering the lands of the Bishop Leshy, those who do not follow the ways of the old faith shall be destroyed. Praise the Lamb, conduit to great power, promise liberator of the one who waits below. So the cards showed me once, many lifetimes ago, or has that yet to be? I have always drawn your cards, Lamb, but this is a first. Take these cards, and I will draw another each time we meet. When drawn by me, they will grant you power. Your deck decides your fate. You may find more upon your crusades, and I will draw from them. Look upon it now. I'm always bad at choosing the correct cards, so expect me to make some really shitty choices whenever I'm choosing cards. I usually just choose the heart ones. This time I did differently for some reason. I don't know why, considering I only have 3 hearts. I feel panicked looking back on this. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? So yeah, that's the first dungeon. My first official dungeon with health. Let's go get some food since, I just started my cult and that's a necessity. my first bit of damage for this playthrough or game. It was totally on accident. Somebody called me right as I was entering the room and I got terribly distracted. I was so pissed at myself when I got hit. So yeah, first blood goes to my phone call, apparently. Fuck you, scammer. It was a scam call. Of course it was. Of course it was. So yeah, you now see why I normally choose the hearts, because I do get hit quite often. I try to dodge as much as I can. I'm just not good. Just not good. How can this be? You were put to the blade, lamb, as all your kind were, and yet here you stand before me, unrepented. The crown is power. Could it be? But I am stronger still. Turn your tail and run, little lamb. So yeah, here we go. This is the first mini boss. I'm very, very excited. You have come far enough, little lamb. My followers are willing to do anything for me. Can you say the same about yours? I give myself to the cause, O mighty leader. By the blood of the great ones, destroy the red crown. I don't really have many, opinions about the mini bosses because they're just mini bosses. They're not really special. I like this one's design. It is very simple, combat-wise, because it is the first boss. But yeah, I don't know how much I'll be commentating when it comes to bosses. But yeah. I do enjoy this one just because it's the first one and it's the easiest and I can almost always get through it without fucking dying. I don't think I've ever died to this boss, so that's good. And there we go, the boss is beaten and we got a new follower. Welcome aboard, whatever I named you, I don't remember. The cow follower is actually one of my favorite follower forms. I'm really glad that I, picked that instead of like the gold or the seeds, because I'm gonna get plenty of seeds and gold in the future. I am relieved to see that you have made it safely and you have not returned alone. You have convinced more to join our fateful cult. Let us indoctrinate this new convert so we may continue. You know, something I should do after I finish this series is, like, make a compilation video of, you know, all the different voices I do, and just see how much each character changes, you know, with each voiceover. That would be hilarious. Followers will either work or worship. Worshipping followers will generate devotion for you to collect. But to collect devotion requires a shrine. Yeah, I'm lazy. I'm just letting my followers do the work for me. Yeah, the lazy life. Praise be, your followers can now worship you. Here's a new follower. Assign them to worship at the shrine, then collect the devotion your followers generate at the shrine to unlock divine inspiration. I think this animal is supposed to be a deer. I could be entirely wrong, though. I know it's not a giraffe, because a giraffe is a different skin. So I think this is just a female deer, probably. I don't fucking know. Something like that. If I'm wrong, just let me know. I don't fucking know. I don't pay attention to these things. Welcome to the team, Bob. You'll be very appreciated here. Temple time. I don't remember where I placed the temple this time. Hopefully, I'll eventually sort out where I want it to be permanently. We'll see. I might want to wait till I have Woolhaven, for that lower part. I think I want to have my temple down there. I have ideas. So this might just be temporary for now. The temple is the center of your cult. There you will preach sermons to grow stronger and perform rituals to mold the fragile minds of your followers. You are responsible for maintaining faith of your cult. If it falls too low, your followers will dissent against you and eventually leave. Your followers are ready for your word. Show them that you are their great leader. Preach a sermon from within your temple. You were amazing to behold, a natural leader. I see why you were chosen. If you are to guide your cult, you will need to declare doctrines so that they may obey you. Return to the lands of the old faith and seek out commandment stone fragments. With these, you will be able to declare new doctrines. Just had to place a couple sleeping beds for my, cult members. Don't want them to sleep on the rock hard ground. That would be uncomfortable for them. Our first shit to clean up. This means I will have to worry now about the cleanliness of our cult. Hopefully the followers don't shit too often. I need to make an outhouse. That'll take a minute. No. Off we go again, back into the old faith. Let's see how well I do this time. I have my favorite weapon now. My favorite weapon is the axe. I love it the most, especially the special attack, which I don't have unlocked yet, unfortunately. I am glad I found you. I bring good news that the one who waits is pleased with your progress and wishes to give you a new crown ability. I don't use this special attack too often normally, but I'm gonna try to more often just because it is very useful. I'm lazy. Enemies you slay will now drop further. Collect this to replenish your curses. I really should have chose the 10% of, negating damage, but I, for some reason, chose to see all the rooms. Dumb decision on my part. Like I said, this playthrough will be fucking chock full of the wrong card choices. So, you foolishly persistent little lamb, I hear your lies and I smell your fear. The red crown rises again, but what an unworthy bearer it has. I think I did a completely different voice for Leshy. Oh well. This will be fun, seeing how much the voices change. Oh fuck, I am taking damage. That's not good. I should have chose the 10% negating damage. Eons ago, these lands were rife with gods and their adherents. What befell this Pathition? Alas, 'tis the nature of beasts to forget, and of gods to be forgotten. Mayhaps they left, mayhaps they slept, mayhaps they devoured and were devoured in turn. Those few who remained spread roots, spun webs, molded this world to meet them in theirs. 'Twere a land of many gods once, hundreds now. I know I probably mispronounced a couple of those words. Oh well, I'm too lazy to Google each and every one, and that guy speaks in fucking tongues. I swear to God. Yeah, I chose that card. I think it's a pretty good one. You know, especially because I don't use the curses too often, but I'm gonna try to use them more often. I know I need to, but I just have a bad habit of not doing so. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll use them more often. I think I probably should have chose the poison here, but I had no faith in myself. I, thought I was gonna die for this boss. I'm not confident when it comes to boss battles. It's scary. I will say I hate any of the fucking bosses that shoot out fire. They are always so ridiculously hard for me for some reason. Like that? Fuck you. Fuck that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I always end up missing my dodges. I always end up dodging into the fire. Like, come on. follower for the cult. We have won once again. Hopefully I won't die next episode. Probably will, knowing how bad I am. I am not good at this game. But we'll see. We'll see. Very good, my vessel. It seems I chose well when I kept you from death. I will be watching your every move. Do not disappoint me.
Shalom baka. Belkal shalom kaya na ba?
I have too many followers now, so I gotta make more beds. This will be the part of the series I hate the most because I'm continuing to grow while also not having enough wood to build a whole bunch of beds. This is gonna suck. I remember how much I hated doing this part in my first cult because it was painful. It was very painful because they were always unhappy. And I don't have wood, so come on, man. I can't do it by myself. I need you guys to just ignore the fact that you have to sleep on the ground for a little bit. It'll be fine. Another sermon, another day. Super excited to get Bane weapons. That's what I decided to spend this on. Because, I don't use curses too often. And I quite enjoy Bane weapons. Because, poisoning is nice. It helps a lot. New doctrine time! We get to unlock a ritual, which is, for the first one, it's always the bonfire one. So that's fun. Yeah, it'll be nice to have. Preaching sermons, performing rituals, and providing for the need of your followers will keep their faith high. The bones of your enemies are required to perform such rituals. Destroy their skeletons to receive their bones. Return to the lands of the old faith. Gather bones from fallen enemies. Recruit more followers. And return to perform a ritual here in your temple. Those speech bubbles went by so fast, I don't think I quoted them correctly, but, close enough. Close enough. Ratal definitely talks a shit ton. Great leader! The cult is growing by the day. It is time you give it a name. So yeah, I just gave it a basic name, Jay's Cult. It'll do. Jay's Cult. It has a nice ring to it. So yeah, that's the end of the playthrough. Thank you very much for, sticking around this long if you have, and enduring my shitty voice acting. If you like the video, do all the things, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next episode. Bye-bye.